After the letter from Donald Trump's wife Melania was delivered to Putin in Alaska, a trend of exchanging letters among the First Ladies began. The letters were mainly from the U.S. First Lady Melania Trump, but their content varied. For example, as an addition to a visit to a children's hospital, Olena Zelenska expressed her gratitude through a letter delivered by Donald Trump, thanking the Slavic former model. In other words, Zelenska expressed her gratitude to Melania for the letter she wrote to Putin regarding the fate of Ukrainian children and the need to stop the war. Following that, another letter was sent to the U.S. First Lady, but this time from another part of the world. In a letter from Emine Erdogan, who stands among the powerful First Ladies of the world, she thanked Melania for her concern for the fate of children. In her letter addressed to Melania Trump, Mrs. Emine expressed that the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is just as concerning as that in Ukraine. In her letter, Emine Erdogan expressed respect for Melania Trump, recalling their previous conversation at the White House and emphasizing the importance of continuing to support those affected by the war in Ukraine. Following this, Emine Erdogan shifted to the main objective, stressing that the loss of 6 lives in Ukraine cannot be overlooked, regardless of geography, race, ethnicity, religion, or ideology. This behavior is a significant responsibility for humanity as a whole. Your actions in the aftermath of the Ukrainian war have provided hope to families torn apart and orphaned children. In Gaza, where 45 people have been killed, the United Nations Children's Fund describes the situation as the graveyard of the living, the tomb of the dead. The use of indiscriminate military terminology in wars is also concerning. One day, can you imagine the suffering of children being used as a means of warfare? Emine Erdogan mentioned in her letter that children, who have completely lost their spirits due to the consequences of war, have forgotten how to smile, and she emphasized that the heavy burden of war is reflected in their faces. She reminded that the fear experienced by orphaned children in Gaza leaves an indelible mark, stating that not only Ukrainian children but also Palestinian children deserve joy, freedom, and the right to a decent future. In this context, Turkey's First Lady sent a message to Putin and the U.S. First Lady, urging them to take a stronger stance against the situation in Gaza, specifically addressing Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. She expressed her belief that the collective will of Palestine is shaped by the historical responsibility towards the Palestinian people, and that your support for Gaza's humanitarian needs will be a testament to that. Thus, Emine Erdogan called for a united effort against the double standards in the world. Turkey emphasized the necessity of solidarity in upholding international legal standards and universal human values. She noted that more than 18,000 children have been affected in the Gaza Strip, with some even being shot over 100 times. It is alarming that their return seems impossible, yet there is still time for action. She highlighted that it is crucial to save the lives of many children. I will talk about the qualities of a person, and I will share my thoughts on your design. I will do my best to provide hope and support for children who are longing for peace and a better future. Perhaps it is no longer possible to return the 18,885 children, including the 335, who were taken to the 6-year-old Hindu temple. However, we have the opportunity to adopt many children.